All right. Did we get audio? We did. We did. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. How are you all doing? Wait, is that me centered? No. That's me centered. It's important that I'm centered. All right. Well, well. Let's actually, I don't know. I say let's actually do something. Oh, but I don't know that I have it in me to do anything amazing. Nothing amazing today. So whatever we do, can't be amazing. Okay. I think I said we'd do Rust. We would do Rust. Let's just talk about some Rust code. I did while I was feverish and ill, I actually busted out the code for the next null database. I don't know. I looked over it yesterday when I was less feverish and it didn't look horrible. So that actually scares me a little bit because I'm not sure I've recovered. I'm not sure I've recovered. I know that I haven't fully recovered. Uh, but yeah. Let's see. Let's go ahead and open that. Um so our next episode of the null database, we're going to cover IO. So actually that's one thing I wanted to talk to you all about because I did the code changes, but now we actually need to do some experiments. Um yeah. Also, we need to go and review this code, to be honest. Somebody needs to say something, needs to stop the madness. Now, let's uh let's run up here and check this out. Okay. So main is now cleaned up a lot, which I really liked. Um Basically, we moved all functionality of the database. Instead of it just being here in this flat, we actually made a struct that this null DB that contained all of that functionality. And the reason we did that was for file IO, which is what the whole next lesson is going to be about. Is be wary of file IO. Because one thing that we did is we had this database file called the null database that was the main log file. And what I'm sorry I'm whispering to you. I know, I know, not what you all wanted. But so the problem with this is it meant that when it was full, when that segment was full, we had to copy it out and we had to get rid of that. And so to do that, what I did was it's a database, it's stateful. So we're going to keep some state. And so you'll notice that we keep two things of state. We keep a log mutex and we keep a log file mutex. Now, this is one thing that I actually want to reach out to the community. I'm going to make a tweet about it, but basically, if you watch, was it episode 2? Maybe it's episode 2. Maybe it's episode 1. You can corrupt by having two things right at the same time. And there's an experiment. If you check out, I think it was episode 1. If you check out episode 1, there's actually one where it has two things write to a file at the same time and you get corrupted data. So we have to lock when we write to a drive, and we have to maintain that. This feels gross to me. This feels gross. So I want to come up with a better way of doing this because this isn't actually locking the file. It's just a lock I'm observing. This isn't really safe. I mean, the lock is safe, but like it doesn't prove that I'm not writing to it. Nothing stops me from writing to that file. Now, one solution that I had was to make all access to the main log file required to go through a specific struct. Again, that would just be a convention. You could always just manually open the file like we're doing. So I'm not sure that that really buys us anything. So anyways, this is something I need to get it, condense it into a tweet somehow because I just don't like how it is right now, but I don't know how to do it in Rust. Honestly, I don't know how to do it in Rust. There's got to be a better way. Let me update my titles. So, so that's one thing that could be its own video if we come up with a really unique way to do it. It's just something we need to come up with. So, anyways, we have this state. And basically, what we changed was the main log is just another regular log segment. We don't copy to it, we just make a new one. And we keep track of where the main log, what the name of the main log segment is. This is beautiful. Now, this means that this object is shared across threads, which is also a fun little thing. It means that we have to protect writing and reading these values um, because there's multiple threads. So that's actually going to be the next episode after this. We're going to talk about threading, which I think will be a really fun lesson because we'll talk about all the different ways. I contemplated doing the actor model here, but I thought the actor model was actually a lot more work, especially because if you look here, we're using Axis main, which already uses the actor model to spin up the threads for the server listening. And so, really, we only do stuff when the server asks for stuff. So, we're already implementing multi threadedness. And then it's just how we want to handle the multi threadedness inside of our database. That's basically all that we're doing. So, pretty cool. Pretty cool. So this was the big change. The other thing that we need to do is we need to come up with some experiments to talk about file IO cost. Oh, you know the other thing that we can do? Ooh, let's do that. We can probably bust that out really quickly. Have I committed this? Oh no. Oh no. Let's just say yes to that. Nothing could go wrong. I'm feeling adventurous. Well, I shouldn't have said yes to that. Let's jump over here. Desk is a little high today. That's so much better. That's so much better. Tell you what, you let your kids into your office one time, nothing will be the same height. I, I was probably so when I'm unwell, when I don't feel well, I I get sore laying in bed and I have to just get up even though I feel terrible. And then I'm like, because I'm miserable, I don't feel like playing a game because like that would just suck the enjoyment out of playing the game. So I'm like, I'll bust out that code that I've been avoiding doing. That was my idea. I probably raised the desk myself, because I don't know that I was thinking real straight. Um, yeah, I actually can tell you Saturday. Saturday, I actually Sunday morning was the bottom of the barrel. I very rarely go to the doctor, and Sunday I was like, I'm going. It got that bad. Okay, we just have some very minor change. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this because that's another thing for file IO. We don't want to touch file IO when we don't have to. And the fact is, we don't need to for the main segment. Oops, oops, I'm in the wrong file. So we need this. And we're going to do this. Read write lock. What was I going to do? Oh, it's a read write lock around a hash map of string. Our database is going to evolve to be more than a key value store, obviously, but we're keeping it simple. Our main log is just a key and a value. Pretty sweet. Is it really a hash map, though? It's not really a hash map because you can have the same key multiple times. Oh, but that doesn't matter that we don't keep it, okay? No, so this is good. This is good. Okay, so, and what I'm getting at here is we can update this instead of the main log. And we can always read from this. So we will never read lock and we will never touch the file to actually read. So another experiment that we need to do here. So let's just do a new file and we'll call this file read rs. All right. So what we're going to do here is test how much more time it costs to read versus from disk versus from memory. Obviously, everyone knows that these are vastly different, but do we really know in practicality what those is? It nanoseconds versus milliseconds? Is it low nanoseconds, like 5 nanoseconds versus 500 nanoseconds? I don't know. We should run some experiments and see. That's what I think that's actually probably where this is going to gear more. I'll not talk about every piece of code that was written anymore as much as the concepts that drove what changes in the code happened. And obviously, we'll touch the highlights. We'll touch the highlights, of course. Of course, of course, of course. Now, the only hard part here is when you first start, you'll have to populate no, we won't. No, we won't. We'll make an executive decision. I don't know that this is a good decision, but what I'll say is when we'll start a new log file. Period. Even if the other one just has one record in it, I don't care. We'll just start a new record. That way we don't have to populate from disk the old log. The old log's already history. It'll get compacted out eventually. Oh, that's beautiful. That's brilliant. Beautiful. I like it. Man, when I get sick, I also get ornery. Just gonna warn you all. All right. So when we create a new one, we're just gonna do that. We don't want any values in it. None. All right. What I do want to do here, then, in the main, when we're doing this, let's see. How do we start? I don't remember. I wrote this when I was 6, so I don't remember exactly. Get main log file. So this tries to get the main log file. And if it doesn't find a main log file, it just creates a next segment file, which I think is just what we should do. We shouldn't try to get the main log because really this logic here would need to be more intelligent because it would have to know the size and everything. And we're just trying to do too much here. Just trying to do too much. Just make this easier on ourselves. Okay? Let's keep it easy. All right, let's tab correct that. Back. Let's slap that there. Oh, that looks beautiful. Yeah. We'll just create the next segment file, and this will be our main log file. All right. Awesome. Deleting code already. You know, it's a good day when you started out deleting code. All right. Now, what we need to do is we need to think about the order of operations here because let's see. When we get a value for key, we don't need the main log anymore. We don't need to do this. So, like I said, we've actually locked the main log twice here. We've first locked the reference to the value of the name for the entire scope of this function. That's horrifying. Horrifying. So if there was another writer, we'd have problems. We'd have problems. Inside of this, we actually then lock the file. This is the name, the main log's name, and this is the actual file. We actually lock the file then for reading. So again, we couldn't do any write operations, and if there was a write operation going, we couldn't do any read operations. All of these are horrifying. And a lot of these won't be, this will actually have benefits because we're not actually touching files. So we don't actually have to loop through this. So this check file for key actually loops through the file. So, I mean, this actually is going line by line. So this is actually just going to be a huge performance gain because we don't have to read this file into memory. We don't have to go through the file. None of it. We can delete all this code. All these locks, they go bye-bye. So not only do we get performance gains from locking, locks do cost. They're not super expensive, but they do cost. But even better than not needing to lock anymore, we don't have to access the file at all. That's brilliant. So check the main log first. How are we going to do that? We're going to say let main log equals self dot main log. main log dot read. We'll just throw a question mark on that. All right. So yeah, you're unhappy. You're unhappy. I get it. Oh, okay. I get this. One second. Let's not do that. Let's not do this. Let's do. How do we want to do this? I deleted something that was doing something similar that I liked. Let's go back. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, yeah. Just call and wrap there. Good job, Merrick. Never mind. I deleted good code to delete. Deleted good code to delete. All right, we have this. What? How do we want to do this? We'll do a let okay main log equal that else take the suggestion. Boom. No, semicolon. Boom. Okay. So we got a main log. If we can't get a read lock, we'll drop off. This is not a try read, so this is going to block this thread, but that's actually proper because this has to respond back to the person that made the request. So this thread should stall. Okay. Beautiful. If no. Yep. That's actually what I wanted to do. So this is just going to be an early return. So if let some value is in the main log, so this key, this is the key we're looking for, then we want to return it. So this is actually, one second, this is, go here. I'm trying to keep this well documented with comments because it's for education. It's for education. All right, let's see. Let's see, what are we doing? Beautiful, 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 beautiful. And then, now one thing you'll notice in here is this right here. Oh. Oh. You know how that read lock that I had the entire time because, I needed to know what the main log segment was? That's here. So basically, I don't want to check the main log for the key because I already did that and I don't want to acquire a read lock for it. Now, this has a condition called a race condition. We haven't done any consensus. So because there's no consensus, there is a lot of people like to call it eventually consistent. I don't necessarily like that terminology, but this is a eventually consistent database at this moment. Maybe in the future we do something along the lines of consensus or something like that, but that's not this day. That's not this day. Okay, so how do we want to do this? Well, I think what we will do is right here, we'll do this. Let main log file name No. We want to. Yeah, no. This is what we want. Sorry. Just thinking. Equals. No, it's let. Okay, main log file name is equal to self dot. Why are you bugging out on me? You are being not helpful at all. Main log mutex. Main log mutex. Dot read. All right. So now we have the main log file name, and we can check it here. Boom. And even better yet, we don't need to clone it because it's not been consumed. Maybe it has been consumed. 1 second. Let's go back. Oh. It will be consumed because we're in a while loop. I'm sorry. Wasn't thinking about it. It will be consumed because this happens a couple of times. We should actually do something like can we do this? Is this the right way of doing this? Is this right here? The poor man's way of doing this? Because it's a guard. Never mind. That's the right way of doing it, right? Yeah, okay. So we don't have to call clone on it. That's so much better. Whew. Talk about performance. I was just going to harp about the cost of file I/O. Gosh, such a hypocrite. Right. Well then. Hypocrisy. My favorite word. Okay, so. Man, that just made everything more beautiful. So our get value is updated. It's cleaner. Nice. Let's move on. Let's move on. Actually, I noticed this. It's an anyhow result. Beautiful. This is an anyhow result. So we're getting rid of this unwrap. And we're just dropping a question mark there. Beautiful. That's fantastic. Just fantastic. Okay. Okay. So we've updated get value for key. What we need to do is update write value to log. The only thing that we have to do here is we have to write it to both. And if it fails for one, we have to remove it from the other. Yeah. You know what we really need to, I'm not going to implement this on this one, but what we really need to do is on the in-memory log, and this comes down to we actually need a structure for our database. We don't have a schema, and we need to have an internal schema. But because we don't have an internal schema, we can't put metadata like is it committed. And basically, what we want to do with our internal metadata is to have a field that says it's been committed. So basically, it's a three-part operation. You first commit it to memory with it uncommitted. Basically, it's not saved to disk yet. And then you save it to disk, and then you come back to memory and say it's been committed. And the reason you do that is if saving to disk, it makes it easy to delete from memory. Um, but that's okay. We're not going to do that right now. What we're going to do is, so here we're checking the line count. Here's the only place we write, right? All this is just checking. So here we let the line count, we get the lines, we check how many lines. If the lines are more than 64, we create a new log file segment. Here we're getting, wait. Oh, so we had to get a write mutex here to actually change the log, which this is actually the beauty of it. Instead of copying, the only cost here is the obtaining the write lock and writing this, the name, which means nobody can be reading it while it's being written, which means anybody that's looking for what the main log is can't access it just yet. That's important. That's key. That's what keeps it eventually consistent and true. We're setting it, and here we drop the lock because the lock was created in this scope. And then here we're going to get an access to read that, the value we just wrote, which seems we could have just kept this, but I think this is the right way to do it. Maybe not the absolute most performant way, but for right now, this is the right way to do it. All right, what else can we do? Okay, so we got the main log. Oh, we're just unwrapping it. What we need to do now is also this. It really wants the self.mainLog.write equals self dot. Do I still have it? No, it's not the main log file name. What the garbage did I call it? Main log. I called it main log. Main log dot write. Oh, that is what I wanted. 1 second, but I don't want this. I want else this. Else return could not get the main log. Okay. So if we can't get the lock, it's actually probably because it's poisoned. So what are we doing now? What are we doing? What are we doing? Also, I'm gonna rename this. Let's rename symbol. That's what it's called. We're gonna call this disk log. We're gonna call it main log disk. And this is gonna be so we'll just do the F2 here. Main. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. And what we really should do is let L. What was I gonna do? What was I gonna do? Okay. Else this. Okay. Oh. main log disk. No, I deleted it the wrong way. We want this. We don't want this. There we go. Oh, that was a fail. Delete and do that. I want one curly brace. We'll do okay. Beautiful. There we go. That's much prettier. So could not get the main log. All right. Let's comment this. Acquire. I am requiring the read log. Why am I requiring the read log? I need to acquire the write log. Ooh, I found a bug. This is what I'm saying is bad about this implementation is I'm just trying to protect the file. You know, yeah, this. I'm actually I'm actually locking the wrong one. This is horrifying. This is my whole problem with this locking mechanism. The only way I can protect it is by force of will. The other thing we're going to do is update this. So we're going to rename this to main log memory text. Just going to follow the same. Be consistent. Be consistent. Main log memory, main log disk. Oh, we do need to get this as well. Okay. Okay. So we gotta lock all three. When we're writing, we have to lock all three. Is that? Well, we have to lock them for read. We're just locking them for read. We have to lock all of them for read. Okay, that's right. Main log memory. And then wait, we're writing here, right? Yeah. We need read only on its name. These have to be right. Yeah. Main log disk. We're getting it for right. Main log, yeah. I don't know why it auto completed with read. Literally, the auto complete for the comments screwed me up more than the complete for code. All right, this is a write lock. So on the main log file, oh, this is memory. This is, oh, I'm sorry. I'm still out of it. Like I said, it's been a long little while. All right, then we'll just do another let, okay, main log. This looks right, actually. Let's see. Yes. Yep. All right. So we're reading on that. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We're going to rename this to be a little bit better. I'm trying to get better about naming. Naming's hard. Main log Technically, it's its file name, but whatever. This is the actual thing. This is writing to the file. Cool. But we can only do this once we've written it to memory. So let's do that right now. Write to memory. Nope, don't need to do that. You dumb. That's not what we need to do. I wish if I just paused like this, it would start showing me other things, like trying to guess. Okay, he didn't like this one. Let's try again. No, oh, no, you're wrong. All right, so then all we have, let's see. Here's our hash map. So we'll just dot. Okay, so I forget which one it is. I didn't use. It's not insert. Because I would just want it to replace. Insert doesn't replace, right? Am I thinking about this wrong? The key value into the pair if the map did not have this key present. If the map did not have this key present, none is returned. If the map did have the key present, the value is updated and the old value is returned. Okay, so this is fine. I was thinking of the set. The set won't replace. There's basically an add and whatnot, but this is the hash map. All right, so then our key and our value. Oh no, oh no, oh no. We concatenate them together for better or for worse. So you can see like where this is used, we slap those suckers together. Maybe we shouldn't do this. Maybe we should not do this. Let's do this better. Let's do this better. Let's do value. Let's do this. Key. All right. We're doing that. We're doing that. And this is going to complain up here because, yeah. Key is going to be key and value is going to be tombstone. Okay. That's actually prettier anyways. Okay. Yeah, that's just better. This is better code. Better code. Better is better. Better code. Okay. Okay. So now down here we can just insert key and value. Just like that. We can ignore the return. We don't care about that. I think it is good practice to say that you understand that there is a value. Old value. So this is just saying we're not going to use it. We recognize that it's there. Don't care about it. Let that old value equal. Okay. And we inserted. And then what we're not going to do is this question mark right here. We're not going to do this question mark because we want to delete that. What we want to do um, is go let it equal line. Okay. What did you want? Oh, great one. Oh, great one. Give it to me. Okay. Yeah. Otherwise, we return okay. But before we do this, this is where it becomes important. We must delete it. The old value is important. The old value is important. Don't put that underscore on there. How dare I? If we failed to write to disk, reset. Reset to what it was before. Brilliant. All right, so then all we do is if yeah. Okay. There we go. This is beautiful. We have one problem. What's the problem over here? Why do we have a red line? Well, we're still just, we can just delete all of this. Deleting code. Like, it just made it cleaner. I don't even know why I was doing that garbage. Don't even know. I think we just have to unwrap that. No, that's not. Wait. What is key? Yeah, it says web path string. I think it should be. Oh, no, that shouldn't be that. It should be the star, right? What is this? What is this? Tell me what you are. Unwrap into inner. Okay. So I just need to use this. That's what I was missing. That's what I was missing. I need a period. Beautiful. No problems. One thing can be deleted. Oh no. Oh no, what have we done? This was working. This was so good. This was so good. Oh. Oh. Well, of course. I will fix it. Easy fix. Easy fix. Easy fix. Ooh, check that out. Yeah. Okay. We won't do that. We won't do that. Stop that. That's ugly. Um. I don't like this. Too much copying. Wait. What does remove want? Yeah. Okay. It just wants a reference. That's why this was up with. There we go. That should work. Okay. Beautiful. We probably shouldn't actually be cloning this. We're just gonna do that for right now, though, because that looks like it's gonna work. That is fantabulous. Let's actually test it if it works. Let's actually test it. Live test. Brand new code. Obviously it works. There should be a unit test. but there's not. All right. Let's jump into the code. We're in the code now. Let's jump into null.db. We're into null.db. We are going to the CLI. Have we made this up? Did I make this? I did. Okay. Cool. What we really need is the experiments now, too. I should have done that. Is experiments a cargo? Interesting. Okay, so experiments is not. There's IO cost inside experiments. Ooh. I don't know how I feel about this. We might rework this in just a little bit. We might rework this. We're not going to right now. So we're not going to do this right now. Undo you. Undo. Shame on you. Okay. So we need to start the server. Cargo run. Oh no, we have 2 warnings. Not my best day. Function get main log is never used. Oh. We have more code to delete. Sweet. Unused variable main log disk. That seems problematic. Oh no, that's actually right. We will underscore that. So let me show you what it's talking about. This is our write protect. This main log disk here is our write protect. It's again the thing that I'm always complaining about is it's just like the honor system that you call write on it, but we don't actually use it. We are looking for it to lock it until it falls out of scope, which is when we're done writing to it. Yeah, it's pretty bad. That's why we need. I need to find some way to lock external resources. Ugh. And I don't really want to use like. I know of other ways to lock externals. Like I could call Linux and I could make a mutex in eBPF or something ridiculous like that. But I don't want to do that. That calls unsafe code. I would prefer to do it all natively to Rust if I can in a clean, simple way. But I'm not sure how to do that in a clean, simple way that's not, again, just honor system. Okay. Well, we don't need to rebuild. We're good. Let's go ahead and cargo bench. This is actually just going to write a lot of values. So, phew, that was fast. That's blazing fast. 2 milliseconds for 1,000 records. Oh, buddy. Interestingly enough, this is actually an entire millisecond less than when we were copying, even though it's only like 6. Yeah, it's actually insane. Think about if we were actually storing lots of data. Like, it's pretty insane. I do notice a small bug. Small bug. I created this bug, so I can't complain. I'm going to complain. when we write, we just wrote the value. We didn't write the key and value. Oops. Oops, because originally it was just the value. So let's actually stop this and let's try that again. We're going to clean up these log files because that's garbage. That's for sure. All right. Cargo run. Did I save that code? Did I? I did. Maybe I didn't. Let's just restart the server just in case. I didn't know. Let's run a benchmark. Bam. We'll run another benchmark. Bam. We'll run another benchmark. Bam. And now we have. Okay, yeah, that's much better. Key value. Now what we want to do, I'm cheating. I'm a database whisperer. I whisper to just about everything. We know we're gonna have another value called Merrick. That's his name. I'm gonna save that. We've just injected something into it, but we're gonna try to get this value. We're just making sure that we can actually read our log correctly. I don't know. That didn't work. That is what I saved. Uh-oh. Now, if I just guessed and this was the main log, it only read out of memory, which means this trick wouldn't actually work. So let's actually, I don't know which one's the main log. The server is the only one that actually knows what the main log is, and that's fine. Let me make sure, did I save that? Yep, I did. Uh-oh. Let's try put. Put Merrick. Counts. Now let's get the key for Merrick. Now we should be able to find the latest log file. But I think we have a bug here. So it did write to this. And this is the file. So this is obviously the newest. This is the main log file. But we're not reading properly. Something broke in our read. Something broke in our read method. So let's check it out. We're going to step through our read. All right. Get value for key. Yeah, this is not descriptive. And another thing that I found out is it can be returning this, and it doesn't actually, the CLI tool that I wrote really hastily doesn't actually write anything out. We need to make a better CLI tool. That's for sure on my list of things to do when I have extra time, which is apparently when I'm deathly sick. Okay. So this is the key. We're calling the database, get value for key. Beautiful. Here, we could error here. So you know what we're going to do? Instead of making a better CLI, we're going to do something everybody likes. Yeah. We're just going to slap that right out there. And then we'll do that for each one of these. Uh-oh. I thought, oh no, we did. This is the hash map. Oh wait. This is an optional, so if there was none, it wouldn't return. Okay, that's right. So the other thing is possibly it is returning, but we're just yeah, let's print something here. So this is just going to be on the server. Because maybe the server is returning nothing. And then this is the stuff that has been working for a while now. Well, let's see if any of these work. Let's just start here. And we'll just start a new one, which actually should start a new log. We can test that. We just did that, right? Let's so we tried to get Merrick. Nothing. So, what does this tell us? Well, it didn't hit any of these. It wasn't in the main memory. You know what, though? If we set Merrick now, it should be in that. So let's put Merrick Hive. Interesting. Interesting. Let's now. All right. So this is good. So we're putting data Hive right into log Hive just before opening. Oh, these are log messages. Return value from main log Hive. Okay. Okay. So it did return Hive as we expected here. Wait a second. Get value for key. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh. Do you guys see the problem? Do you guys see it? I think this needs a dot body of value. We check this and do absolutely nothing with it. Why is that a pinned header? That's not what I said. I said dot body. Okay. Oh, and then we need to do this one with dot body. And instead, we need to take this error. Error. All right. What does it not like? This function takes one. Let's do format. There you go. Make this longer. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Now, let's run this. All right. No, we just need to go here, run get value Merrick. It's getting it from, that is getting it from the log. But now let's check if we can get it from the in-memory cache. We'll put Merrick tar. And now we'll get Merrick, and yeah, reading it from memory. Cool bug. Now what we really need to do is we need to benchmark these on the server somehow. I don't know how we should do that. But basically, from the time it gets a request to when we send the request back should be able to be timed. That's an interesting project. I feel like basically it's something that should be like enabled or disabled, because if it's disabled, it should be zero cost. That's the other thing, is if it's disabled, it should be zero cost, which I think would be hard to do. Let's just make sure everything's working right. Oh, beautiful. I have two generations, which makes sense because it doesn't compact the main log file, which we've written one value to. So that's looking beautiful. Awesome. Okay. Last thing. This is keeps complaining about dead code. Get main log file. I hate to delete this. I feel like it's useful. So basically, this finds the newest value. But I took a lot of time to write this code. I liked it. It finds on the restart of a server what the old main log was. But now that I'm thinking about it, that wasn't really needed at all. Because the main log is just whatever the server is currently writing to. So it can just start a new one. And it should just start a new one. That's easier. That's less work than going through and finding all of these. Like, this is just a bunch of work I didn't need to do. Love it. Get to delete all of this. Exciting. I don't think it's useful. The main log is what this defines it as. This is the key to it. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, and now I don't need anyhow in there. Okay, we'll delete that. Oh, wait, we do need anyhow. We do need it anyhow. What are you? Oh, wait, it's saying in util. Sorry, I deleted it out here. Oh, I wonder if this breaks if I return. I am returning anyhow here. Dum dum pants. What are you saying? Oh, I'm fully qualifying the name, so I don't actually need to import it. I'd like to with the result, so I actually do like this here. So I like doing this. And I know that I could just use a using statement, but the reason I like this is there are so many different types of result. I like being explicit with which one I'm using. Because this is also valid, but it's a different type of result, which is, yeah, so that's why I actually fully qualify it. You only have to import it is if you're going to use the anyhow error generator. Um, all right. Not what I meant. Q beans. Let's make a commit out of this. Yeah, we won't talk about the tests just yet. What did we create? What did we create here? Created in. All right. So in this, um, we have this read file test. Let's try to make this a little bit more descriptive. I'm afraid this is going to get a little long though. So let's say read. Yeah, I guess. What is this main one here that we did? Oh, this was just how much time it takes to copy a file. So this copied the main segment. This is how. This is how GitHub Copilot told me to do it. This is how I wrote it. This way is more efficient, but there'll be a video on that. I don't think this is quite how I want to wrap this. Yeah, so I was kind of thinking that let's go here. Rust performance benchmarking. Okay. This is what I want to do. Let's look at these. Which ones do we want to use? This is more around the compiler, I think. I don't think we really want to touch that. Maybe just the Rust tests here will work. So this is what I was kind of thinking of just doing this. So I think that's what I was kind of doing is like basically the main should just run the different I don't know. No, we should just have them as tests and these should just be the modules. So we'll move this out. Let's do a new file and we'll do this cost to copy file. Cool. And then this here can just be our mod. Oh, wait, did something wrong. Why am I in this file? Okay. Oh, over here. Mod cost to copy file and mod file. Okay. Done, done, done. I don't know. We could write you know what, actually we'll just change this to a library. And then yeah, let's just change this to a library. No main. I was gonna say I was gonna make a main function, but there's no main function because yeah, we'll just create functions here. We'll write tests for them. Let's get this. Let's try to get this test to confine to this. So we have our two functions. We're gonna just copy those down into this. All right. And then what we need to do is this main really needs to be a test. So what we'll do is we'll bench human copy. And then so basically, okay, I need to figure out how to do this bencher a little bit here. So what they're doing is they're getting an iter, passing in a function that just calls add to. Move setup code outside the iter loop. Only put part of the they want to measure inside to make the code do that on each iteration. Do not accumulate or change state on each iteration. Okay. Make the outer function element to benchmark runner is likely to run it many times. Okay. I was making long tests, so maybe this won't work well. Compiler optimization, yeah. Okay. So here, what we want to do is basically this right here. So what I did was I just basically did it for a set number of times. This iterations. But I think it wants to control those, but I don't want it to control those. Does it have something other than an iterator? Like, I feel like this is like going to do it for, you know, maybe that's cost per iteration on average. Let's just try it. Let's just try it. I won't overthink this. I mean, I will overthink it, but you know, that's fine. We're gonna leave this function here. Old test. That should be fine. We could actually literally just pass the old test in, but I want to try it a little different. So what we're wanting to do is copy main segment. And so all we need to do is this right here. Done. Okay. Should I get a clicky me button to run the test? Come on. Give me a test button. So it's upset about something, but it doesn't know what yet. Doesn't know what yet. Let's jump on over there and just try to build it. Sometimes it helps to kickstart it. All right. All right. Experiments, IO cost. Cargo build. Yeah, I know that. I hate this when you do a workspace. It just wants everything to be a part of it. I don't feel like it should have to be, or that I have to explicitly exclude it. I don't know. There's pros and cons to forcing somebody to explicitly exclude it. It's fine. We'll just include it. That's not. I think I said to copy this. I could have just typed it. I thought copy and pasting was going to be faster and easier. I think I might have been wrong. That might be why it stopped updating. There we go. Yep. That was it. All right, so let's see. Let's run this. Oh no, bench is upset. Oh, it's unstable. Okay, that's no problem. But I thought we added the feature, so it should be fine, right? No quick fix. Can we just do cargo bench? All right. I love when people use bike sheddy and then go on to be bike sheddy. It's my favorite thing. I'm glad that you gave it. I understand that it's unstable. I understand. Really. Really. Let's think. Let's think. Oh, you know what? You know what? You know what? I know. I know. I know. I did boo boo. This needs to not go here. It needs to go here. It needs to go at the root file. Yeah, yeah, see? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I was like, I know I have it there. I know. It's okay. Oh wait. We might not be out of the woods yet. Oh, I'm on the stable release channel. Now this is an error that I understand. So I just gotta switch my tool chain. Oh, that's gross. I don't want to do that tonight. Don't want to do that tonight. Okay, we just delete this. Okay, we deleted that. Extern create tests. Don't need to do that. I don't know what I was doing there. Okay, this is the old test. New test. Oh, we might want to do that. I'll think about that one. And then we can run. Did not error. No, no errors in here. Some orange. Doesn't like my imports. That's fine. You don't have to like my imports. I'm going to make you deal with it. We don't like, here's this one because it's not part of the toolchain. May not be used on the stable release channel. Okay, okay. Oh, why not? Why not? We'll just do it. We'll just do it. Okay, so rust up default nightly, right? We're doing it. We're doing it. You made me. All right. There we go. This should work now. It doesn't know it yet, but it will work. Okay. Let's see. That's 2,775,000. Let's run it again. One thing that I'm interested here, and I honestly don't know, is how much branch prediction from a CPU would actually affect it. And I don't think this test it would, because we're really just literally, there is no CPU cost really to optimize. It's all disk. Now, the only thing I can think of is on Windows, they have that new uh, GPU to disk, and I don't know if we could parallelize that disk access, but that's not what I'm trying to test. That would be cheating. That would be cheating. So let's see it, and then what we'll do a little bit longer bench. Copy main segment. This needs to be a hashtag bench. That's right. Let's run this bench now. This is not clean. I will do it clean when I'm not running other stuff. Obviously, I'm streaming. You can see that this is a little bit more expensive than the 2 million. Um, and I don't know if I'm going to go into this in the video. You can actually optimize this one for how big of a buffer that you want. Um, this is actually kind of fun to think about, not really practical for a lot of people. But if you knew how big of a file and how much memory you had, you could actually really optimize this. Now, the nice part is the OS does a pretty good job of optimizing this for you. So this is just the better one to use. And it's so much cleaner. So then what we want to do, bench, and then bench, read memory from hash map. Yeah, yeah. Okay. What do we want to do? Well, we're going to create a hash map. Let data equal hash map new. Data dot insert K and V. Feel like we should probably put a decent number of key values in there. How do we want to do that? I did something for that with this CLI. Can I just copy and paste that over? Let's see. For the bench command, benchmark. Get random string. We'll just copy and paste this over. I know, horrible code sharing. All right, and then we can just use this here. We can say get a random string for the key, and we want it to be 2 characters long. And we want to get, we could pass in random lengths to this, like I did in the benchmarking. But, if you looked at the benchmark here, where this was actually used, we generated something between 5 and 50 for each iteration in the number of records we were sending. We don't need to do that. Not right now. We'll just say that each record is going to be 10 characters long. Yeah. And we're going to run this. And we need to, we'll just do a really stupid loop here. Okay. You were thinking what I was thinking? But let's make this, yeah, let's make that a big number. 100,000. 100,000 records. That's what we want. So this will be the test, though. Oh, wait. Let's see. I don't know that will exist in there. We really need to get something that exists, because that's what we are doing in the other one. We are copying the file. Oh, this is cost to copy. Really, this has no comparison to memory. I was thinking we were on the other one. Cost to read from file versus read from memory. Let me copy and paste this over into the other one. My bad. I thought we were over here. This makes more sense. But we will be reading a value that exists. So we're going to just do a quick data.insert. And we'll get that value. Okay, let's run this. Rand. We got to import that. Let's grab that really quickly. Rand. Collections hash map. Can you import this for me? Can you? Yeah. Beautiful. All right. Can you? You know where it is. You can't import it though. Okay. Guess what? I'm just gonna. Where did I import it from here? Wait, why are you all of a sudden failing up here? I don't like this. I don't like that you're just. Oh, maybe because I'm on nightly now. None of the other stuff is designed to run on nightly. Ugh, yuck. Yuck. This is why I don't like switching over to nightly. Don't like it. Okay, beautiful. Okay, we're just setting the types there. It was getting, that was a slice, it's not a slice. Bing. All right, now we can run this. Where's error? Oh. Let's get random string should not be in this one. All right, we don't need it. This one is just benchmarking file copy. All right. Let mute. Happy to do it. Nine nanoseconds in iteration. It happened so fast. It was just done. Yeah. Now what we need to do is read a file. What we really need to do is read a nulldb file. Maybe we'll import the nulldb in. Yeah, but we'll do that another night. This was good for tonight. This was good for tonight. All right, well, it's good to be back. Thanks for everyone for joining. And I will talk to you guys later.